They try to shrink you, but they're the ones afraid inside. You can dismantle manipulation without saying a single word. Let them talk. Let them mock. Your silence will be what shatters them. Let's be honest, at some point in your life, someone has tried to make you feel small. Maybe it was a boss throwing subtle digs at your intelligence, a so-called friend who jokes a little too often about your failures, or a family member who always finds a way to downplay your achievements. They disguise their words as harmless, but deep down, you know it's an attack. A calculated power play to make you feel inferior so they can feel superior. Most people react on instinct. They defend themselves. They argue. They let it chip away at their confidence. And that's exactly what the manipulator wants. But you, after this, you won't be like most people. You'll have the tools to flip the entire game in your favor effortlessly. 1. Recognize their insecurity. They're not as strong as they act as. The truth. No one who is truly confident needs to make others feel small. Ever. Trying to diminish others is a clear signal of inner weakness. Think about it. If someone really felt secure, why would they need to belittle anyone? They wouldn't. Only the insecure play these mental games, the ones who feel threatened, the ones scared of being outshined. The moment you see them for what they are, not powerful, not superior, but scrambling to maintain control, their hold on you starts to crumble. 2. Don't be shaken by their words. Detach emotionally. As when most people fail, they react emotionally, they feel insulted, get defensive, and try to prove themselves. But by doing that, they validate the attack. They show the words have power. You're going to do the opposite. Remember what Marcus Aurelius said: you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. That's your shield. Their words, just noise. Meaningless unless you give them meaning. Be like the stillness inside a storm. Calm, silent, unshaken. When someone tries to provoke you, stay grounded. When you give them nothing to hold on to, they start falling apart. After mastering your emotions, your next weapon is subtle but devastating: pure indifference. 3. Respond with indifference, not sarcasm, not passive aggression, but real, calm indifference. Throw a cutting remark, you barely flinch. They try to embarrass you, you act as if nothing happened. They belittle your success, you smile and move forward like their opinion doesn't exist. Why does this work so well? Because it shatters their ego. It tells them, you don't matter enough to affect me. People who try to belittle you crave a reaction. They want to see you squirm, get upset, or try to explain yourself. But when you stay calm, unmoved, you deliver a brutal truth: you are irrelevant to me. And nothing burns deeper than realizing you mean nothing to someone you desperately wanted to control. 4. Know your worth. Walk like you're untouchable. Has the truth. No one can make you feel small without your permission. People project their insecurities. They want you to shrink so they feel bigger. Don't let them. Set the tone for how you see yourself. Walk like someone who owns their space. Speak with quiet confidence. Know that your value doesn't depend on external approval. It comes from within. And when you truly embody that, nothing, not critics, not your past, not even your failures, will have power over you again. 5. Speak through your actions. Silence is the greatest revenge. Words are cheap. Arguments are noisy. But results are undeniable. Instead of explaining why they're wrong, let your life be the proof. Keep building. Keep growing. Let your achievements do the talking. Imagine someone once told you that you'd never succeed. You could argue, or you could stay silent. And years later, they'll see you thriving. That moment, when they realize their words meant nothing, that's the real sting. Because people who try to make you doubt yourself do so because they fear being left behind. Your success exposes their insecurity. So don't fight them with words. Fight them with undeniable results. After you've learned to respond with silence and action, it's time to turn doubt and negativity into unstoppable fuel. 6. Turn doubt into fire. Let every insult become your rocket fuel. There will always be people who doubt you. Some will mock you. Others will say you'll never make it. Good. Let it all become the fire in your chest. Every insult, every sneer, every time they dismiss you. Turn it into energy. Don't let it crush you. Let it drive you further. But here's the key. You don't rise to prove them wrong. You rise to prove yourself right. You don't rise for applause. You rise because that's who you are. And when they look back in shock at who you've become, you won't even care. Because by then, you'll be too busy thriving. 7. Set clear boundaries. Silence is strong. But sometimes you need to do more of this is where you draw the line. Without drama, without rage. But with total clarity. If someone keeps disrespecting you, they lose access. If they take you for granted, you step away. If they try to manipulate you, you walk out. Completely. No explanations. No justifications. Just action. People treat you based on what you allow. And when you stop tolerating nonsense, the weak ones panic. They beg. They guilt trip. They test your limits. But when you stand tall, when you take back your energy, they feel it like a slap. Nothing cuts deeper for a manipulator than knowing they no longer have control over you. 8. Surround yourself with the right people because you absorb the energy around you. You don't just soak up energy. You become it. Keep toxic people close, and their negativity seeps into you, slowly, subtly, until one day you look in the mirror and don't even recognize who you are. But surround yourself with people who uplift, challenge, and inspire you, and everything changes. Growth becomes natural. Confidence becomes effortless. And success? It becomes inevitable. Be ruthless with your circle. Cut out anyone who drags you down. Replace them with those who push you to rise. Walk like a king. Move like a ghost. True power isn't about control. It's about unshakable self-mastery. Those who try to make you feel small are revealing themselves, not you. Their words, their games, it's all noise. And the moment you stop responding to that noise, you become untouchable. So let them talk. Let them doubt. Let them play their petty games. While they're wasting breath, you're building. You're rising. And one day, when they finally look up, they'll realize, while they tried to drag you down, you were already miles ahead. That's the real flex. That's how you win.